everybody.
Hi.
It is Mary.
And Amma.
And today we are reviewing 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days
And the reunion. They're
finale
together.
and the reunion.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and before the video, please like this video.
Share.
And if you like this content, be sure to subscribe.
share and comment down below.
And hit the notification button so you can be
Notified.
Okay.
But
let's
yes.
get into it. It started with Mahogany and Ben.
No, it actually started with Hamza and Memphis.
Okay.
So basically, she's leaving. She's going back home. I actually cried because
Aw.
it was so sad. Hamza was crying. Memphis was crying.
Yeah.
It was all just very tragic. Okay. Yes,
So-
but Hamza, I
And
feel bad
Memphis.
that she's gone and that, she's not going to have any support. And she was like, I'm going to be a single mother again for a while. But
Yeah,
at least I know it's
come.
not going to be forever this
Yeah,
time.
he's on his way.
Yes, but let's talk about Ben and Mahogany. Oh, let's talk about Mike and Amina.
Yes, Jimena. Okay.
He finally left after the
Yeah.
sister told him that you need to leave, and he was like, "Well, can I come back and see the kids?" And she said, "That's fine.
Yeah.
Call her." But he's sitting down, so Amanda went downstairs and started crying to her mom, and the sister went and hugged her, and they were like, he's so rude, da da da. They're sitting on the couch and everything.
And then you said
then-
the mom was crying.
Yeah, she was crying or whatever, so like that. And then Mike was like, I'd never meant to hurt her or whatever, stuff like that. I just wanted this to work or whatever. And then Amena's just sitting there looking or whatever stuff. And then all of a sudden, he was like, I'm going to... So, of course, he had to cry and get the attention on him, but nobody comforted him. Unless he realized that, the mom went like this. She grabbed her arm and been like,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
But,
But
he
once
realized...
he left, she said the mom ran behind him. Well,
She didn't run behind them, but
just
she
looked
went
out
to the window and she was like looking through the bars, like, there goes my meal tickets. But
Probably.
I don't feel. But the mom said that
During
the family
pandemic.
had as much support as Amanda did from Mike.
Yeah.
Yes, there were times where they had basically kind of gone without food or whatever, stuff like that, and he came in a perfect time because it was the pandemic. It was hard to get work and
Yeah.
everything, so he provided for them. So she said she felt bad, but if it's toxic, then it just needs to go.
I mean, you can be grateful for the help he gave, but not at the expense of your daughter's happiness.
Yeah, that's when she said it
Exactly.
just needs to go.
Mhm.
It just needs to end or whatever stuff.
Yeah.
So he stayed at the hotel. And then he called her and was like, "Can I come see the kid?" And she was like, "No."
Before he had to leave for the airport.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she was basically like, "No, goodbye. I don't want to talk to you anymore."
Say
whatever.
goodbye here
Say
to
goodbye
everybody.
here. And the boy was like, "Goodbye, goodbye." Everybody said goodbye, and she said goodbye. I'm going to sleep. And then she hung up.
That's also kind of how the smallest son waved to him. Kind
Bye.
of like, bye, and
Ciao.
just put his head down and like.
But the thing is, they heard everything
They
last
heard
night
everything.
with the way you were talking to their
That's
mom.
the
They all
thing.
speak Spanish, and you're calling their mom stupid.
Okay.
I'd be like, "No, she called me
And
stupid."
crazy,
Yeah.
convincing B and all this stuff. Like
Yes,
no.
SOB and all that stuff. It
Yeah.
was too much. It was
Too
too
much.
much. And I still think that Mike is a manipulator. You met this
Absolutely.
woman. You met this girl as a cam girl, and you decided, I'm going to be your knight in shining armor
Yeah.
and take you out
Stop
of that
working.
and stop working, whatever. So
She didn't
one,
ask you, by the way. She didn't ask you.
she said she was just fine doing that, or whatever, stuff like that. But you were the one who decided to do all that. So
Mhm.
do not be upset that she was expecting it. And I just feel like my thing is, you are basically using her. You basically like saying that I want to give you all this stuff for you to be with me. Even when you left, you were saying, remember your life was hard without me.
Right.
But
But
what-
you called her from somewhere.
Yes, from the airport saying
And
that your
saying-
life was hard without me and
And
I'm
no
still
more.
going to pay your rent, but we're getting married September 1st. So you came back
I
demanding.
guess now he decided I am going to be this demanding Latin man. Maybe
And
that's
like, I'm
what
just
she
gonna
needs.
say it.
Maybe she needs a Latin lover who will be just demanding. And she was
You don't
just
look like no damn Latin lover.
And she was like, no, because you accused me
Of
of
the
wanting your
dinero.
money, and I don't want your money, so no. And now you're trying to buy my love, and she
Yeah.
said it too.
But that's what you're doing. Like, what you're doing is very predatorial.
It is.
Like, you met this girl on the cam.
Yeah.
Obviously, you knew that she did not have high self-esteem. She didn't really,
Yeah.
she's in a country where, it's hard to come by money or whatever
Yeah.
the case may be.
Yeah.
So you basically are using her. You're
Yeah.
buying her love and all this stuff, and you expect her
Exactly.
to just roll over, give you sex.
Yeah.
I don't know how she does it, because I could never do it.
And if she is, if that's the exchange that you guys have, then that's why she feels like you should be able to
pay for her breast surgery
breast
and all this stuff or whatever, stuff like that. Because that's where you met her. You're the one who told her to get out of that lifestyle. And now all of a sudden you would have pulled up and stopped the brakes or whatever stuff. And he's like, oh, we're going to have a house in Colombia for vacations only. So I'm barely going to be able to see my family. And we're going to live in New York. Don't let, I just
and
hope.
She said no. She said, you know, you want to buy my love. But
she said no. And it was over. So that's what happened
so that
with
was them.
Mahogany and Ben.
So, what were we talking about? Ben and
Mahogany and Ben. Ben, you are an embarrassment, and you are very predatory.
Yes.
Very.
Very.
You, as an 80-year-old, went to Peru to go and
52.
try. You look 80. You went to Peru to go and prey on a 21-year-old.
Yes.
And she told you don't come.
She was like 30
you
years
came
younger.
anyway, harassed her. She finally met up with you, and you're there hugging on her. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love
and
you.
not only
I
that,
love
she
you.
called you out on some stuff because she was asking about your past relationship.
And you kept on blaming the women.
Yes, and so when she called you out on that, here you get upset.
You want to go to the park now, and Gaslighter said, well, you lied to me about you being 24. So it worries me that you're a liar.
But she was, 23? But she's actually 22.
Yes. A 1 year difference.
And so...
You probably like that she's younger, too. So let's not even go there.
Realized that you were immature. And so she
said, God bless you.
God bless you.
God bless you.
God.
Yeah,
she was
out.
And then you want to go behind her and be like, oh, it's her maturity level. No, you're the one who's immature.
Yeah. And you want to justify...
All this time,
you couldn't handle that she called you out on your stuff, so now you want to call her out on her lying about her age?
He thought that he could get over because he thought she's younger.
Yeah, which a lot of older men do.
Yeah, and so if she calls out on this, she'll back off of him. She will not, call him out on anything. And so he got upset about that.
Yeah.
But I am so happy to see young women have some sense in their head. And she was like, even when the producers were trying to like kind of push her to talk to him, she was just like, I am not talking to him. I am done.
Yeah.
I am done. It's over. I don't want to be in this kind of relationship. No. It's over. It's over.
Yeah.
You know? And when he tried to come, she turned her head away and then told him that he needs to get his stuff out of the car. Like, she was not playing any games.
Nope.
At all. And then she went out, and then he said through the night he kept on trying to contact her, texting her multiple times. She did not respond. Until late at night, she responded with, God bless you and wish you the best.
Yep. Sure did.
I said, you go, Mahogany. I love to see young women have a very firm sense of who they are.
Yeah.
So, that was Ben. And then, did we talk about Usman and Kimbali? When he called Zara the lady that...
Look, I personally said that there's no way that Usman is actually attracted to Kimberly. I mean, I know he dated somebody similar to her before.
Yeah.
I don't know why he did that.
Well, obviously he feels more for Zara, obviously, right?
Because he said that she's the first person that he has had in his mind.
Yeah.
You know, these older women, they are doing something for him financially. But when it comes to real love, he really liked Zara. He said she was beautiful, she was attractive, she was young, she was attractive. He said that twice. And he said that he imagined them having beautiful kids, a beautiful family. He said that. So he said he imagined marrying her and them having beautiful kids. Which she's 26.
So
you do not want to sit down there and be with somebody with pointy nipples. He does not want Kimberly. Okay. First of all, we're all thinking this. We all thought it's when it was happening. I know.
Everybody has a different breast shape.
That's fine.
But
all breasts matter. But when we all saw it, we all were like, so
it just was. We said that the outfit was not attractive, right? We're not gonna go too deep.
Hey, we're not going deep. We're not here to body shame.
Yeah,
but
people's,
Anyway, I'm just saying, Usman was not attracted to Kimberly. He never once called a woman attractive. And actually, when the friends asked him, are you attracted to her? He said, it's the loyalty for me. He didn't say she was attractive. He said it was the loyalty for him. So, Kimberly, while you went there to go and prey on somebody, And it is predatorial.
Yeah,
Because if
it
it was a
was.
man who did that,
I
we would have all been
know,
like, take his ass to jail.
Yes, demanding that you have to sleep with me and all this stuff. Yeah.
We would have all told that. We would have all said that man needs to be in jail. We
Yeah.
all would have said it.
Yeah.
So I do think that what you did was wrong.
Yeah.
You're there forcing this man to have sex with you, and then you're here acting all insane,
Yeah.
like a Karen,
I know.
about the whole thing. And
I
I
know.
just thought it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But he called Zara. Basically was telling her that, you know, she asked him, do you want to...
He went back inside. He was outside talking to her.
And then
Went
he
inside,
decided to
laid
say
on the
that he
bed.
laid all down, had his chest all out,
In
and
the
he
ho-
was the soldier.
probably-
And what was so messed up is that he was wearing the
Probably-
necklace that Kimberly gave
I
him.
know. That was really... And probably staying in the hotel that she paid for.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Hot
he was
mess.
there saying, Kimberly said, Sarah, you're the one of my life. I love you, oh girl. You make me crazy, oh.
It was a mess. It was just...
And then she was like, she said, well, my thing is, if we got back together, will you give me the real love that I had before? Well, I can't give fake love. You know, I
and
just
then they
can't
both
do that.
giggled. And then he
And
was
then
like,
he
okay, so I
said-
guess they're dating.
No. So, he said that, she said, so, I mean, is that what you want? Do you want to get back together? He said, as he leaned back, I don't know. I don't know.
No, that's why he asked about the real love and fake love after that.
No, after that, he asked, do you want to get back together? He said, I don't know. I don't know. And then it cut. So, we won't know until next week what's going on with that.
Hot
Is there
mess.
somebody else before we get into the reunion?
No, you already talked about Hamza and Memphis.
And Mena and...
Oh, so now we go to the reunion, and this is part
Oh
one of
my
the
God.
reunion. And they have gone in on Gringo and Jasmina.
All they were talking about is sex and masturbation.
Oh my! Oh,
It was too much.
It was too,
It- we ain't
you
even
gotta
gonna
watch
go
that
into it.
yourself.
I
That
mean,
was too much.
Jasmina,
It's
you
too
went
much.
from taking off the ring to talking about how you want this man to meet.
And how you are like begging him for sex and Jasmina,
Please
I don't
go
know.
see a
Come on.
damn therapist.
Take a
Because the
look
way
at-
you went from
From hot
happy
cold
to sad,
it's too much.
and then you were giggling, and it was like, I want it, I need it. His unsexiness is sexy to me.
It's
That
too
don't
much.
even make sense. So I guess the fact that women won't want him is what makes him attractive.
Yeah, maybe.
It was too much.
She doesn't want to have to compete with any woman. That's why she likes the fact, you know.
He's
that
unattractive. Just very, and then he's like getting
And
that
I
high.
don't
He's
think-
like,
Yeah, but when he sits down, he thinks about it. He wouldn't like the fact that she called him attractive. He's not gonna like that. And then one day he'll just snap. And then she said, "Why are you so upset?" It was because of what she said here. In
well,
public.
also, it's nothing to what she said about him having a small wee wee,
Oh,
and
yeah.
about how he
Oh,
is
we
a
forgot about
depressing
that.
old pervert from Wisconsin with sugar babies.
Oh boy.
And then
Yeah.
those are nudes. I'm so mad.
Yeah, that she was live, and then
Too
they
much.
so they revealed to Kimbali, they revealed to her about what Usman did with Zara, and then it went off. So that's gonna continue next week, right?
And then she started crying. She said, "That's fucked up.
And
That's
ooh,
fucked up."
Hamza is here.
Yes, y'all. Hamza's in the U.S. of there. But I did
Yeah.
see a belly. I don't know if she's had the child or if she lost the child. So
Or
I'm
maybe
really.
she already has the baby. The baby's at home.
I hope so.
Because
But she looks
she
so
seems
good.
very bosomy, so maybe she's breastfeeding or something. Who knows?
Walls in that dress didn't help. Who was
But she looked good though.
She looked really good, very
and
happy.
so did he. So did he.
He looked quite happy, and when he walked out, he's like, "Hi, Usman." He
I was like, don't talk to Usman.
like Hamza looked like he was so into what was going on with all the Americans. He's like,
This
Mm.
is
like.
But sometimes he was gritty. I'm sure he was quite interesting.
I also did not like the fact that Mike was all up in Gringo's business.
Yeah. He was all in the
And
business.
he was like, "Oh, why are you doing that? All the
he-
sugar
you
babies
know what
and
it
this,
is?
that,
I
and the
think he
third."
was trying to be kind of like maybe like the man to Jimena or something. Because by the way, they're back together. That's what he said.
Yes.
But we haven't heard from her yet.
But they
so
said
we'll
on the
see.
next commercial that they asked her, and she's like, "No,
I
we're
don't
not
love
together.
him.
I
So
don't
we'll
love
see.
him. I have to go."
So-
As she flashed the camera with her breath. Well, she didn't flash, but you know she
It
got
looks
something.
like it looks as though she's got some augmentation, but we will see that next time.
Yes.
And,
But there was also one other thing
Oh,
that had happened.
they're going to talk about the girl who apparently seems as though she cheated on her Asian guy again. A second time on her
You
birthday.
have issues.
Well, she did
Ella.
say that she needs to always be up under someone. She did say that. Now I don't know.
Then get with somebody who's American. Leave this little Asian man alone and let him be free.
Yeah.
Like, stop cheating on him.
Well,
and
I
you
don't
stop
think-
and letting
remember,
her.
I don't know. Maybe she can't find someone here.
Obviously,
you
she
know?
can't because she's had 3 F buddies.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's actually too much. But yes, that was.
So that was all. I think. Yep. Those were the couples. We can't wait to see and talk about them next week.
I want to talk about Hamza and Memphis. That's all I kept on saying throughout the
Yeah,
whole
we can't
thing.
wait to see what's going on about them. But they did not talk about them this time. They really only talked about him, Jasmine
And Gino.
and Gino, and then the other guy.
Yeah.
What's her name? Kimbali and Usman. Those are the only two.
But
So we
Jasmine,
still
that
have
wig
4
was so
people to talk to.
that wig did not look good on you
It
at
was
all,
not
girl.
flattering at all. Yeah.
I know you think you're American now. You gotta wear a wig, but your hair was
Is
better.
she in America? No, she's
No,
not.
she's
She's
not.
joining from Panama.
But I think she was
he's
on
doing the
American
K1.
TV, so
Yeah.
she's like, let me put on a wig. But girl, that wig was a hot ass
No,
mess.
your
It looked like
hair
you got it
looks
from a Dollar
fine.
Tree.
Your real hair looks fine, Jasmine.
If you don't get a wig, get a lace front and let it be fully laced. I don't know about that life because I worked at the pool and I used to see women with tracks in their hair and the water would be wet and then y'all would see the tracks. So ever since then, I've been traumatized and I have never worn a weave or a wig in my life. I stick to my braids or my twists or my natural hair. I'm not for it, but don't do that type of wig, girl.
Yeah.
Do a
But
lace.
that looks like a full-on wig, right?
Yeah, full lace
that has
wig.
not been really combed, like.
That wig looked like it was
Yeah.
like $3 at the
Like though
Dollar
she just
Tree.
picked it from somewhere and just
Put
plastered
it on her head.
Yeah.
So now she's looking even crazier than she already is acting. But anyway, that was 90 Day Fiance.
And
Thank
we
you
will
guys
catch
for
you next
listening.
time. Yes.
This is Mary.
And Amma.
We'll see you guys later on.
Bye.